All right, that's playing in the background. Hold on, I got to shut that off. There, that's better. Duramax diesel injector update. I'm kind of slow with it. I like to go real slow and do things correctly. So that back right there, in the back, that right there, is going to give you some shit. Unless you have the correct Allen wrench to do that. I do not. So it was slow going. That one can be assessed from under here. Yeah, it's in there. And then to get those broke loose without really killing yourself, and that's right, you're seeing a bent. So those are Harbor Freight swivels. 3/8 swivel sockets. I use Harbor Freight because they're natural swivels. They don't have a swivel lock to them. 90% of the manufacturers put a swivel lock. So they usually get ground down or thrown out the door. Yeah, you got a swivel that has a lock on. I can't comprehend it either. Don't make any sense. That crow's foot is a Tractor Supply's crow's foot. Came from Tractor Supply. And it puts up with some stuff. I took off I don't know how many power steering gears on Ford and Dodge trucks with that. Weaseled them way down in there. Steering gear stuff is kind of neat too. There's your steering gear bolts, them three, those steering gear bolts. So there's your steering gear lines. With all that stuff on there, it's hard to get to them lines. Yeah, not fun. What else about this thing? There's some other screwy Louie stuff. This stuff here, you can tell an idiot put it together. Or it was assembled a certain way and then everything was built around it. Because all the turbo belts, I forget what they call them. All this stuff was up in here to where you can't get to it. And there ain't no way to get to it from this side. You can't see that one down there. You put a light on that so you can look at that. And you get an idea of what I'm talking about. See how that right there is? Can you see that down in there? That is facing the radiator. As a matter of fact, it's on the radiator, and that's probably not a good spot for it. That's going to have to get moved. That's a bummer. How do you loosen that? There ain't no way to get to it. Yeah, you can tell complete total morons assembled this stuff. It's not field serviceable. It's not user friendly. This is actually the hard side. Just because, you look at this side and you think this side's going to be the hard side. This is the easy side. All this stuff comes up. Your fuel filter comes off. Your fickum comes out. You want to be careful not to strip any of the bolts, though. The fuel pump, down two comes off first. Fuel pump, fickum. Of course, that's laid over from the other side. But you got plenty of room to work on this side. On that side, that's the reason I quit buying Fords. It's because for some reason Ford thinks it's cool to put this right up against that. If this was a Ford, I would have had to undone the body bolts and lift the freaking cab on this side to get the valve covers off of it if it was a Ford. Fortunately for me, it's not a Ford. But I just wanted to show y'all how I do mine. It's all Harbor Freight, 100%. This is a kick butt ratchet. These are good. They got a little twist in them, but something else I was going to say. A lot of people stuff rags in those things. I tend to forget the rags, so I put gloves over the top of them. Yeah, I'm not a whole lot smart in some areas, but I put gloves over the top of them. That way, when I'm assembling it, I pull the glove off and then put the hose on it. As if not, dumb number one here will forget to leave the rag in it. I don't think these trucks run on rags. Pretty sure they don't. Ooh, that's not good. Get that off there ahead of time. Yeah. Silicone in the fuel system. Not good at all. I get that cleaned off after I get off there. But you got to have them swivels in there to get to that, because you can't really get to it any other way. And the swivels, you can come around. I went through here to get to that one, and these two are obviously on top. The top of it went pretty good, but one thing it does is it gets you enough extension on it that it gets you out from under the hood of the truck. That way you can get a real good bite on it. I don't have no way to set this phone down to where y'all can observe. Maybe. When you really can't see the whole thing. Maybe that'll do it. It's not a real fun going, but I don't know if y'all can't see that ratchet twisting, but that thing's on there. I couldn't find no torque, and yeah, I couldn't find no torque specs on it. I don't even have a torque wrench, to be honest with you. I do, but whenever I seen them put them on Truckmaster, they didn't torque theirs, or they didn't give a torque spec for what they did. Yeah, the mustache chewing is optional. Just so y'all know.